You're all I got in the world. You're not glad to see me?
Why, Blanche, you know that's not true.
No? I've forgotten how quiet you were.
You never did give me a chance to say much, Blanche. So I just got into the habit of being quiet around you.
A good habit to get into. You haven't asked me how I happened to get away from school before the spring term ended.
Well, I thought you'd volunteer that information, if you wanted to tell me.
You thought I'd been fired.
No, I thought you must have been resigned.
I was so exhausted by all I've been through, my nerves broke. I was on the verge of lunacy, almost. So, Mr. Graves is a high school superintendent, he suggested that I take a leave of absence. I couldn't put all those details into the wire. Oh, this buzzes right through me, it feels so good.
Won't you have another?
No, one's my limit.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, you haven't said a word about my appearance.
You look just fine.
God love you for a liar. Daylight never exposed such total ruin. But you put on some weight. Yes, you're just as plump as a little partridge. And it's so becoming to you.
Now, Blanche.
Yes, it is. Or I wouldn't say it. You just have to watch around the hips. Just a little. Stand up.
Not now.
You hear me? I said stand up. You messy child, you. You spilled something on the pretty little white lace collar. About your hair, you ought to have it cut in a feather bob, or with your dainty features. Stella, you have a maid, don't you?
No, with only 2 rooms, it's...
What? 2 rooms, did you say?
This one and...
The other one? I'm going to take just a little tiny nip more. Trying to put the stopper on. So, to speak. Then to put the bottle away so you won't be tempted. I want you to look at my figure. You know I haven't put on an ounce in 10 years, Stella. I weigh the same the summer that you left Belle Reve, the summer that Dad died and you left us.
It's just incredible, Blanche, how well you're looking.
But Stella, there's only 2 rooms. I don't see where you're gonna put me.
You're gonna put you in here.
What kind of bed is this? One of those collapsible things?
Does it feel alright?
Wonderful, honey. I don't like a bed that gives much. But there's no door between the 2 rooms. And Stanley, will it be decent?
Stanley is Polish, you know.
Oh yes, there's something like Irish, aren't they?
Well...
Only not so highbrow. I brought them some nice clothes to meet all your lovely friends in.
I'm afraid you won't think they're lovely.
What are they like?
They're Stanley's friends.
Polics?
There's a mixed lot, Blanche.
Heterogeneous types?
Oh yes, types is right.